Hello, good afternoon to you, and welcome to Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. It's 12 minutes past 3 p.m. It's a rainy Friday. But it's still a Friday. And that makes up for everything, in spite of the rains, which I do not like very much, actually. But it's a Friday, and you have to love the Fridays. I mean, really. Rain or sunshine, even hailstorm or snow, as long as it's a Friday, you have to love it. And I'm loving it already. Welcome once again to another edition of Hard Facts, the final one for this week, as the show comes away Mondays through Fridays, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm Dio. Good to be here once again. And even better knowing you're there as well, joining the conversation from now till 7. I hope in spite of the rains and all, your day has been a brilliant one so far. And you are preparing to have a swell time this weekend, considering, COVID-19 and all of that. You still have to hashtag stay safe. And also, as in with many other ways in this regard as well, contribute your quota to nation building and national development. So, a quick look at some of the issues up for discussion on the show today. Let's see. Yeah, I got side comments coming up shortly, random stories, random thoughts of mine on those. I won't take your thoughts on those until possibly the open season segment, I think. And then let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, there's a rant today of sorts. It's a rantish situation, not the classic usual rant, but you'll get it. You'll understand what I mean shortly when we get to that bridge. We'll cross it. But that also will take us to 4 p.m. At least that has not changed in any way today. Now, before we got business news coming up, and after that, it's Armed Forces Remembrance Day today. Yes, it is. Armed Forces Remembrance Day. And it's a good day. It's a good day. In the sense that we remember our fallen heroes. I mean, it were better if they did not have to fall, but that's the way the world is. That's how the world has always been. There always will be strife. There always will be war. For even sometimes the flimsiest of reasons. Go watch the movie Troy. You'll understand what I mean. But so it's always going to happen. There's always going to be something going wrong, and the people are going to need to defend themselves, defend their territorial integrity against external forces, and even sometimes against internal uprising. Those happen. And yes, in the bid to defend the people, to defend the territorial integrity, sadly, unfortunately, but maybe a necessity, some get to pay the ultimate price. They literally lay down their lives for their nation. I mean, greater love has no man than that, and I dare say there is no greater sacrifice than that as well. Well, the Armed Forces Remembrance Day in Nigeria is celebrated and observed 15 January to commemorate the servicemen of the Nigerian Armed Forces. It also honors veterans of World War I and II, as well as the Nigerian Civil War. And we remember them today. And we also, not just those who have passed on, but even those who still remain with us, who currently are serving, within the country and the northeast and other parts of the country. Crocodiles smile every now and then, snakes dance as well, in different parts of the country. We got Nigerian troops on peace missions, foreign peace missions in other parts of the world as well. We hear they're repping quite well. We do suffer loss on that front as well from time to time, sadly so, but inevitable, I suppose. Comes with the territory, really, So, let's take some time out to appreciate, to reflect on this and appreciate any service people that you may know, any servicemen that you may know. Thank them for their service. I do know a few myself. I do not know if they would appreciate my mentioning their names, because some of them may have, may have carried out covert operations, and some of them might still be in covert operations. They could be super spies, they could be undercover. So I know people, I know people some 007-ish kind of steez, you know. So I would not mention any names really, but you know yourselves, and you're probably listening right now. Thank you very much for your service. Thank you very much, and to everyone as well. You know, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Words cannot express how deeply indebted and grateful to you are for your sacrifice and for your service. But rest assured that we appreciate deeply, and we love you as well. Thank you very much. So we'll be discussing along this lines as well in the 4 o'clock hour today. And I'll be asking you, when you call in, so first thing, you'd have to say something nice. I don't care if you mean it. You have to say something nice about armed forces. I'd like an honest opinion. Of what comes to your mind when you remember the Nigerian armed forces. And I'm talking about any, you know, whatever you're thinking about, whether it's in times past or even now. The armed forces now, what comes to mind? And I'd like you to be as brutally honest as you possibly can. But first, whether you mean it or not, you must say something nice about the armed forces. You know, it's Armed Forces Remembrance Day after all. So that's how that conversation will play out in the 4 o'clock hour after the business news. That takes us to 5. We've got the news up. If you don't want to say something nice about the armed forces, don't call in. All right? Don't call my show and tell me that you're burning your credit and you can say what you want to say to your friends. You don't have to call a radio station to say it. Okay. So that takes us to 5 o'clock. We've got the news update at 5. And let's see, what happens then at 5 o'clock? Oh, schools to reopen nationwide. Absolutely so. Well, they have reopened in Rivers State already. But nationwide, they are to reopen nationwide. Yeah. And this story is, what is it? Is it the Punch or the Vanguard? I forgot to add that here. So, Sammy, I'm sure if you do a quick Google search, you'll find it. Oh, I think it's the Punch, actually. I think it's the Punch. FG bans assemblies overcrowding others as schools resume Monday. That's the headline. The federal government, on Thursday banned overcrowding and large gatherings such as assemblies and visiting days as schools reopen on Monday. It also puts limitations to class sizes and hostel occupancy and asks the schools to ensure compulsory wearing of face masks by all students, teachers and workers, as well ensure temperature checks and put hand washing facilities in strategic locations in all schools. The government also asked the school authorities to ensure constant supply of water and sanitizers and make available functional health clinics with facilities for isolation and transportation of suspected cases to medical facilities. But by the way, I hope you're noting all of this. You know, very important. These are the conditions for schools reopening nationwide. The Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, gave the conditions in a statement by the Director of Press in the Federal Ministry of Education, Ben Bam Gong. Yeah. So they must have water, they must have sanitizers, hand washing facilities, temperature checks, functional health clinics. Did you hear that? Functional health clinics with facilities for isolation and transportation of suspected cases to medical facilities in every school. That's the standard. That's what should obtain. So, anyways, like I mentioned, schools in Rivers State have reopened even before now, but nationwide it should happen on Monday. So I'm asking you, are you confident that children are safe returning to schools? So I'd like to get your take, whether or not you're in Rivers State, whereas once again schools have reopened before now. And especially if you are in Rivers State, you got children or wards in schools, or you know, some person. Considering what you've observed, what you've heard, what you've learned, are you confident that they are safe in schools at this time? I'd like to get your honest thoughts on that as well. In the 5 o'clock hour, after the news update. Headlines 5:30, major news at 6, and let's see, open season comes up afterwards, still about 7, and we'll wrap it up. So that's it for today, basically. Any changes you will find out, simply stay tuned. So to get the conversation going, how about some side comments? And we start things off with, I am pressed for time, yes I am. But I will have a very, very, very quick Arsenal moment. Yes, we must. Yes, we shall. Yesterday in the English Premier League, it was Arsenal at the Emirates at home to Crystal Palace. hosting Crystal Palace. Yesterday was, I believe. And game ended goalless. But, I mean, it was Arsenal's game to win. Didn't get the 3 points on the night, which would have been the ideal situation, because if you check the stats, you checked everything. I mean, Arsenal should have won the game. Arsenal had 4 shots on target as against Crystal Palace's 2 blocked shots, 2 for Arsenal. Arsenal blocked 2 shots. Crystal Palace blocked 5 shots, I mean, really. Possession, 68% for Arsenal, 32 for Crystal Palace. We had more of the ball. We had more corner kicks, 7-3. That tells you where what side, what team was under pressure most of the time. It was just should have been our game. Was supposed to be our game, really. But you still sense that, because Crystal Palace are a tough side for any team, really. They are a tough side. I mean, they're a decent side, really. So considering Arsenal is we're rebuilding our reputation right now, and we are on an upward projection. So we are bound to hit some stumbling blocks. But I'm glad that we were able to show some character to ensure that we did not lose that game, because Arsenal a couple of weeks ago may have lost that game, but it did not happen. So a sign of the resurgence still that's taking place with the Arsenal side, and that definitely deserves an Arsenal moment, because when the people ask for it, you have to give the people what the people want, and the people are demanding an Arsenal moment. The people want it. You have to give it to them. Yeah, and I'm sure the Arsenal fans enjoy that, and every other person, every football-loving person, every peace-loving individual love that as well. Arsenal is also about world peace. Arsenal is about is all about saving the planet. Yes, indeed, saving the planet, saving our environment, saving the earth. Yeah, saving the earth. Where Arsenal is concerned about climate change. Yeah, we're all about the good things, saving the world. That's what Arsenal does. That's why when Arsenal plays, there's world peace. World peace. So, in continuation of today's side comments, stories that caught my attention as I checked out the news today. Let's see. Plenty of talk about the coming local government elections in Rivers State. Plenty of talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep our fingers crossed that there will be no might. There will be no might used. There will be no snatching of ballot boxes, no shooting of anybody, no kidnapping INEC staff. Well, yeah, I suppose. So let's see. What else caught my attention today? Okay, talked about the Bonnie thing yesterday. That really gladdened my heart, actually. I came across a couple of stories earlier. I'm not sure if it was on our news or on the dailies. It may have been the dailies, so I possibly have to check that over here. Oh, I think it was on the news. Yeah, something about books. I think I saw something about books. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Dealers of stationeries like textbooks and exercise books are recording high sales following the resumption of primary and secondary schools in Rivers State this year. A printer, Chinedu Indimele, spoke to our correspondent. Congratulations, by the way, to all the printers out there. It's raining money right now for you guys, and I suppose that's a good thing. Let's hear what Mr. Indimele had to say about this development.
Not to get much work business in last year, but at least by the grace of God, this year things is moving small. Now school have already resumed doing business for their sales book and their receipt and the answer sheet and all the rest to make everything move. Actually, the price of paper last year is still there till now, because we never reduced anything from the price of the paper. We are still buying the price of last year price. They never bring them down yet.
So, two things I'd like to say about this. First, to Chinedu Indimele and co. Do not breach any copyright rules. Do not steal anyone's copyright material. Don't mass produce a person's book because you want to make profit. Don't do that. It's wrong. It's devious. It's terrible. People, go through a lot to produce these textbooks or these text, reading materials, or these recommended texts. They deserve to get what is theirs, what should come to them, by virtue of royalties and returns on sales, profits, and all of that. Don't steal their work. Don't steal their work. That's one. The second thing I'd like to say is to parents. I know times are hard. Things are difficult. But the fact of the matter is, I beseech you, by the mercies of whatever it is that you believe in, to prioritize textbooks for your children. Please, I beg you, prioritize buying textbooks for your children. It's very important. It's extremely critical. So you have lean resources. You have to prioritize. You have to make choices as to what you expend your lean resources on. Ensure that textbooks are somewhere at the top. Textbooks for your children in school, they're very important. They're very important for a number of reasons. And I speak from experience here. Number one, when you don't, and when I was in school, when I was much younger, we hit a financial glitch, if you will, in my family. And for a prolonged period of time, it was really bad financially in my home. And for some time, my parents could not afford, or possibly did not prioritize textbooks. I know they did the best that they knew at that time, but I think I know better now. So my parents did not prioritize textbooks, I suppose. And two things. One thing it did to me was it did something back to my self-confidence. Your child feels bad when the child gets to school and the teacher says, so bring out your English textbook and turn to a page, and then other kids in class are reaching into their bags or into their lockers or into their desks and bringing out their textbooks, and your child cannot reach into the bag, and your child cannot reach in, and I could not. There were instances when I could not reach. I mean, I had the bag there beside me, but I couldn't reach into the bag because I knew that the textbook was not there. And that's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. It wasn't a good feeling for me. It was terrible, and it's a bad feeling for any child. It does terrible things to their confidence levels. So it's not good. So please, I beg you, prioritize textbooks for your children. And also, when you're going to buy the textbooks, please ensure that you buy the right textbooks. Buy the right text, because sometimes also when my parents went out of their way to get, sometimes it happened occasionally when they got me a textbook, they probably would go to a place where for them it was very cheap, and it looked new, but it was a pirated version. And many times the guys who do this don't even care if they're putting together the right material or not, or if they're putting together the right edition or not, or if they're putting the pages in the right order. They don't care. They just slap it together, bind it, and that's it. They just throw it out there. My parents bought some of these very cheap copies, and I would get to class. So that was another dilemma. And then the teacher would say, so bring out your textbooks and turn to page 27. And I'd delightedly reach into my bag and bring out my version of the textbook, and I turn to page 27, and the teacher will start to read, and I'm looking at the book, I'm looking at page 27, but I can't see what the teacher is reading. I can't see it, and I'm wondering what's going on. And so I look into the person sitting next to me. I look into their textbook, and I realize that what the teacher is saying or reading is in their textbook. And then I look back at mine, and I'm searching, but I still can't find it. So it's page 27 in my textbook, page 27 in their textbook, but our page 27s are different page 27s, and that was horrible for me as well. In other words, I was holding something else, not the textbook that everybody else was reading from, So, and that also did terrible things to me as a kid, as a child, really, And the textbooks are also necessary to ensure that your children are able to learn, to have a complete, well-rounded experience, teaching or learning experience in school, rather, learning experience in school, So please invest. Prioritize textbooks for your children. Prioritize education, the education of your children. Prioritize textbooks for them. Please get them the textbooks. I know you might have to make some sacrifices, and you already are making these sacrifices, and that's a great thing. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. It's tough being a parent. I can imagine, even though I'm not one yet, but I can imagine how tough it is. But please prioritize textbooks for your children. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Goes a long way. So let's see. That's that. Was there anything else? I think that's it for the side comment. But finally, in my capacity as the and maybe government, you can also help in this regard. Government, you can help. I think I'll switch now to my capacity as the self-appointed senior special advisor to His Excellency the River State Governor, and reminding him of critical matters. Your Excellency, especially in state-run schools, since you've talked about making investment in education soon, hopefully that happens sooner than later and appropriately as well. You can also look in the direction of providing reading textbooks for the children, and ensure that they have proper libraries, and get some textbooks, at least the basic ones, maths, English, those ones, and give them out to the children. It can never be money wasted. It can never be that, Let's fix the schools. Let's fix education in River State. Let's ensure they have classrooms, proper classrooms. They have whiteboards or magic boards. Let's ensure they have furniture. They have, toilets. They have water. They have, they have the basics. It won't be bad if they have computer rooms or functional laboratories. Let's give them the basics. And also, let's pay the new national minimum wage in River State. It's very important as well. It's even more important than flyovers. Let's pay pensioners and retirees their pensions and gratuities. We got 78 billion to spend, Your Excellency. 78 billion, baby. It's gotta go someplace. Let's focus on education and healthcare. Healthcare very important as well. Very important. And the things that really matter. Alright, so that's it for side comments. I go on a break now. When I return, today's rant comes up. But like I said, it's a rantish kind of thing. It's kind of slightly different. You'll find out shortly. Please stay with us.
92.3 Nigeria Info. 92.3. Have your say.
To thrive in a fast-changing world.
Tune in to 92.3 Nigeria Info for the best of news, talk, and sports 24/7.
What we do goes beyond bringing you the news. We give you a chance to talk about it. Your opinion, your voice.
This is 92.3 Nigeria Info, Port Harcourt.
Your number one news, talk, and sports radio station.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Diode.
Okay, market is Hard Factor 91.3 Nigeria Info and Herringport Harcourt. I'm Dio. 21 minutes ago before 4 p.m. I got a message via WhatsApp from Collins from Rumo Crucial who goes, Dio, your parents scammed. Sorry. Well, I guess in a manner of speaking, I think that's what they did. They did scam, or, you know, we're trying to find some shortcut, which may be referred to as scamming. But I guess that's what they knew to do at that time. So, oh well. Anyway, so at this time, we're the rant segment right now. But like I said earlier on, it's a rant-ish situation because I'm not going to be delivering any rants today personally, myself. But rather, we're going to be talking about the... I want to hear from you. If you've got any rants about a specific matter, that's why I say it's a rantish situation. It's still a rant, but not the usual traditional way, where I'm the one who is expelling the rant and you simply express your thoughts and mine. So we've been getting, and I specifically, I know I'm definitely certain of myself, I've been getting some reports or complaints regarding activities of members of men of the River State Task Force on Street Trading and Illegal Motor Parks. That's been coming up, and don't worry, there's been no sponsorship to demarket the task force or malign their angelic names, but it's critical that we keep the conversation on this alive, so that we don't wait until somebody dies. You understand? We don't have to wait until somebody dies before, so that His Excellency will disband them again. We don't have to. Let's prevent that. So that's what this is about. So if it's been sponsored at all, it's sponsored by common sense, and I hope everybody will at least get a little bit of that, at least as far as this conversation is concerned. So yesterday, for example, and if you listen to the show yesterday, I called the commander of the task force on street trading and illegal motor parks here in River State, Mr. Felix in Wadi Bay. We spoke to him for about a couple of minutes, actually, maybe 5 minutes or so. And he talked about how it is not the business. It is not the business of the task force to. It's not the business of the task force to handle people who are using their phones while they're driving and stuff like that. That's for the police. That's for road safety. But here's the complaint from yesterday, which I spoke to him about. Where is it? Someone sent him. A friend sent me something here via Facebook. Hello, what people are complaining about the wicked task force. They chased the woman who pulled over to answer a call, and the woman hit my colleague's car. Just happened today at Eneka area. And the commander claimed the other day on your show that such is not part of their mandate. So I spoke with the commander on that yesterday. Earlier today, I got something else via Facebook as well. Good day, Dio. Since you're talking about the new task force, I will send you some videos now. These new guys are a menace. You'll keep hearing sour stories about them. I'll send the videos to your WhatsApp platform now. Now, this was earlier today. I don't know who the person is, and I sent a reply, but I'm guessing the person may have sent it to the videos to a WhatsApp number here in the studio, but I haven't seen them yet. Maybe I'll get them later on. I don't know. So I'm asking right now, if you've had any torrid or horrid experience with the new task force. I don't know if they improved though. You know the expression new and improved. But I'm sure they're sort of new. Even the new, who knows? Because we also hear that they're the same guys who are simply recycled. But the task force as is operating right now, if there are any negative experiences or horrific experiences you've had or you've witnessed as regards the activities of this task force members, you can do a rant on it now. We've got a few minutes to go, 17 before 4 p.m. Call me up on 0817 923 0002, 0817 93 0003, 0817 93 0007, or 0817 93 0009. Let's see. WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. We're live on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. I hear we're also live on YouTube now. That's also Nigeria Info PH on YouTube. You can check it out, by the way. You know, yeah, check it out on YouTube. Nigeria Info PH as well, I suppose. So that's that. Let's go to the phone line straight away. Hello, hard fact to welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening. Good afternoon, though.
Yeah, good day. Go ahead.
Doctor, would you ever see anything good in this river state? Would you ever see anything good?
Oh, come on. I don't have the time for such mediocrity right now. All right, so 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, and 0817 923 0009. I really don't have the patience for such pedestrian discussion right now. So once again, if there's any experience you've had with the task force and they've comported themselves in a way that's unseemly, call it now, so that His Excellency and his people will hear it, so that they will address those issues, and we don't have to have an unfortunate situation where people may be killed. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, my name is Adasi.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had experience with the tax force yesterday.
Just yesterday, what happened?
To be very frank, the coming of the tax force has given room to other whether tax forces or what. I can't exactly explain. Yesterday, around Gomola, I drive a Sienna car,
Okay.
a private car. Before I know, these people jump into my car, ask me for a ticket. I said I am not a commercial driver. Push me out of the car and drove the car away.
Wow.
All my belongings was inside the car. In fact, there's somebody that gave me around Rumola that gave me 100 naira to pay to where they said their office is at Elio's area. I went to Elio's. I couldn't see them. They said they have moved to Rumokoro. I went to Rumokoro to be able to find a car. I ended up paying 9,000 naira before my car was released.
Who did they say that they are?
They said they are tax force. They said they are tax force.
Wait, when in Rumokoro, what did this happen exactly?
Directly opposite. No, it happened at Rumola. They took the car
I mean, where in Rumokoro was your car taken to?
Directly opposite Boricam, before you get to GTB Bank.
Okay.
That was where I released my car with 9,000 naira yesterday.
Now, did they have did they have a truck? Did you see anything with on their vehicle, on their vest or anything?
They have this bus. That is a bus they are using.
Was there anything written on the bus? Was there anything written on the bus?
No, I didn't take a look at it.
Why did you pay these individuals 9,000 naira? Why exactly?
Yeah, because in fact, when they succeeded to push me out of the car and drove the car, then in fact, I didn't know where they took the car to. So before people that now start telling me that they have an office, one illegal office around the Eliozu area. So I had to move. When I moved to Eliozu, I didn't see them. I moved to Rumokoro. They now said that my car is impounded. I asked for what reason. They said because I didn't buy what the receipt or what. I said, this is not a commercial vehicle. So, in the process of what is the offense that I committed that this car was impounded? They couldn't tell me. I didn't know what to do, and I needed a car to go and pick up my daughter in school.
Wow.
So I had to pay 9,000 naira before this car was released.
Okay, all right. And you say that where they took your car to was just opposite the GT Bank along that road by Boricam.
Boricam, before GTB Bank.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Sad for his story, but thanks for calling it in though. So I hope the authorities are hearing, and if these are impersonators of the task force, can the authentic task force go to that location and apprehend these criminals? Hello, 923, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Dara. Good day.
Hi, good day. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Control. I just noticed one of them recent today, I say, at Obiwale Junction along the Query Road.
Okay.
The lady had a call, so she pulled over to answer a call, and the next thing, those guys came with their hillocks. So many of them blocked her and told her to come down from the vehicle. There was a civil defense guy with them. Came out with his gun, told the lady to come down from her vehicle. Before I drove up, I don't know if they ended up going with a car or something. But if someone that wants to take a call and doesn't want to drive while taking a call, pulls over to take a call, why arrest her?
How do you know that's why she pulled over?
No, because I was actually there.
Oh, okay.
Actually there. Yes, when she pulled over, picked the phone, I was answering a call. She was wind up, picked the phone, was answering a call. The next thing, these guys just came and blocked her.
Was she obstructing traffic?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Thanks for calling that in as well.
All right.
All right, 0817 93 0002, 0817 93 0003, 0817 93 0007 or 0009. Hello, 913, welcome.
Hello, Dara, good evening.
Hi, good day, go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling from Trans.
You're welcome, go
on. It's unfortunate we have this level of lawlessness in this society, and the authorities seem to pretend as if they don't know about it. How can some individual just go, hijack somebody, and tell him to pay? This is daylight robbery.
Absolutely.
And robbery is going on in this state day by day. We have government. We have a government.
Do you have any particular instance? I appreciate your comments, but do you have any particular experience you want to share?
No, it's just annoying when I get things like this. I mean, so I saw one in what do you call this place now? Apacho.
Okay.
You know, the man that I was there saw this. There was a vehicle trying to cross a truck, and that truck now had to honk for the keke not to cross. And these guys with their hillocks were right in the front of that truck. And I saw the guy, one of the so-called task force, pointed at his brother and asked, why should you honk like that?
Wow.
At the time I was like, what's wrong with my honey? Said, honey, they need the boy you were. I heard it all. I was there. I was just beside the truck. And then, of course, I mean, the keke was still in front of the truck, and the driver honked again. Do you know all this came down? Started beating, banging on the vehicle, and there's a police with them.
Oh.
And then a woman, a lady, thought this was wrong, and she brought out her phone and was trying to, take video clips of what was going on.
Yeah.
This guy went and met the lady, collected her phone and harassed her. And I approached her, look, this is wrong. I approached the police actually. Now this is wrong. The police said yes, why should she be videoing an operation that was going on?
Operation?
If there's an operation going on, she told, don't you know it's an illegal thing?
Yeah. Operation Desert Storm.
If I real that, these are the things that if soldier is doing, somebody want to bring video, cover it, and tell the whole world, oh, soldier is killing somebody somewhere. You know? And then I tried to talk with the police, and you know, the police at the time tried to now corner me that, okay, let's go talk about it with them. I know these are guys that you cannot talk, you cannot have reasonable conversation with, so I just have to back off, you know? I actually was trying to pull me, but I got to make some, I gave some ID that made him to back off, so he back off. But I tell you, the story about this so-called sports, in some places...
Pardon me. Thank you for calling this in, but my phone lines are ringing off the hook now. I really have to move on.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Great to hear from you. Hello? You're welcome. Hello? 90.3.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Charles, coming from Port Harcourt.
You're welcome.
In fact,
Go ahead.
we witness them every day. I'm on the road, so I see them every day. This morning, I've had several experiences with them, especially this, to help the first caller I called you, concerning that Sienna vehicle.
Yeah.
They are always at the, if you're coming down the bridge at Fumala Junction, they are always at the bottom of that bridge. So once they suspect you, they don't even need to suspect you. Once you're looking like somewhere they can carry, all they need to do is to put a charge on your head that you're a transporter. So they always, if you harass them and insist, they will produce National Union of Road Transport Workers ID card. That's what they will produce, because I have encountered them before. I was like last week.
Okay.
So I was behind a vehicle. I suspected they were going for that vehicle. So I made that put on my camera and started recording from my own car. And they actually went for the vehicle. In the split second, the door was out of the vehicle on the floor. In split second, and they took the vehicle. But I was able to approach them, and I stopped. I was like, I am behind you. Why are you taking this vehicle? What is this vehicle? They said, no, the vehicle is a transporter. I saw two men in the vehicle. I was like, madam, are you guys actually passengers? They said, no, that this is their driver. And I explained all of them, I was actually recording the scene. He said, see, they're close. We will kill him, and nothing will happen. In fact, you can't imagine.
But these were not task force members, am I right?
These were not River State Task Force members.
Okay, all right.
But this operation started rapidly after the inauguration of River State Task Force members. So if you don't know, you will confuse them with the River State Task Force members. So you're going to give them that kind of respect and care that you will give to the River State Task Force members. That is what is happening to innocent drivers in Port Harcourt now. So you don't know between the River State Task Force members and the National Union of Road Transport Workers members. And the security agencies know about this.
All right.
The park at opposite GT Bank is a known place. The security men know, the DSS, the police, everybody knows about this. But I had to release a vehicle from there, and I saw policemen begging to release their own vehicles. They are aware of this.
Policemen were begging to release their own vehicles as well.
Yes. And these people, I tell you to die, everything done there is illegal. So if you know a police officer, you can call the police officer. The police officer can just go there and speak language with them. At the end of the day, just release your vehicle. But if you don't have anybody to call, then you're finished. That man was lucky they took 9,000 from him. So people go there, they start pricing for 30,000, 40,000. If you by mistake you bring 10,000 for example and give to them, they will initially receive the 10,000 and now tell you to go and look for the rest. That is the standard. So for the River State Task Force members, I think it's now a chopping things for everybody now. Chopping things for every one of them. Because this morning I witnessed them at Elias Bridge. Just by mistake, at your vehicle you're carried. Now they don't even go in their hillocks anymore. They have towing vans. So they go in towing vans. So once they go in towing vans, when they see your vehicle, you're gone. By mistake, even on the yellow line, after the yellow line you park here, which is a government-approved parking spot, they see to your vehicle. So I think for me, I think basically it's just to settle the boys. It's not about. But have you noticed that?
No. Pardon me. Thank you, sir. But I really do have to move on as well. I'd like to take another call before wrapping it up, if I can. I'd like to take one more call. Let's see. Hello, 90.3.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like that Rumola. There is a particular group of boys, about 3, 4, 5 of them. On to 5 occasions, I have seen them harass people. You see the way they pounce on you. They have not done it to me anyway, but I have witnessed.
Is it the River State Task Force or some other people?
No, they are not.
Okay.
I think they are hiding under the guise of Taskforce. You know, now when they inaugurate Taskforce, the people begin to accuse us. So I bet it's the work of the government to take these guys that are, they are not hiding. They are there. As we speak now, they are there.
All right. Sorry, but that's the much that I can take. Via Facebook, print and it goes down. These people are more than the real robbers we're having in the state. They extort money more than the police and prosecute people more than the judiciary. I don't think these are the people undergo training for even 30 minutes before coming out for operation. I pray you should not metamorphose into something unimaginable. So, Your Excellency, sir, if you're listening, and people, the Excellency's people. So, we have a situation here. Whilst the reports have it that some of these unscrupulous persons may not be task force members, but they seem to be operating under the pretense or guise that they are task force members. They have a park reportedly where they operate from around Rumokoro there, opposite by Bonnie Camp. All right, or opposite Bonnie Camp. So they're there and other places as well. And also reports have it that even the task force members, some of them be comporting themselves in unscrupulous manners also. For example, the person stops their vehicle to take a call and then they harass that person. So let's look into this. Let's address it. Let's not pretend we don't know what's going on before somebody is shot. Let's not wait for that to happen. And thanks to all those who called in, by the way, even though your experiences are very sad. Well, thanks for calling in and relating them. We got the business news coming up right now. When I return, Armed Forces Remembrance Day, what comes to your mind when you think Armed Forces? When I return, please stay with us.
The business news.
Good afternoon. I am Constance Mega. World Bank's former managing director, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, says she is keeping her hopes high on being elected the Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO. She spoke in a television interview today.
Yeah, I think WTO is not my destiny, but it's a very challenging international assignment, which obviously is very important to all the countries in the world, the 164 members. And because of the rules they have, that they have to agree everything by consensus. If a country doesn't join the consensus, then sometimes it becomes difficult. And in this case, the United States did not join. The majority of the countries, 162 countries, were in a consensus behind my candidacy. But let's look forward. We're very hopeful that with the new administration coming in, things will change and we'll begin to finalize this aspect of the DG WTO position.
The 66-year-old had secured strong backing to become the WTO's director. The key appointment was the U.S. presidential elections. The delayed WTO Director General cut a fragile moment for the world to come to the second COVID-19. Today, by the National Statistics, showing that in Nigeria jumped in December to its highest level in more than 3 years. Inflation stood at 15.75% in December, compared with 14.89% in November, marking the 16th straight month of increases. But the consumer inflation rate in December was the highest since November 2017, when it stood at 15.90%. Well, the NBS said the composite food index rose by 19.56% in December from 18.30% in November. And on the foreign scene in the UK, official figures show economy shrank by 2.6% in November as England was placed in lockdown for a second time. The Office for National Statistics said it meant gross product peak. November's decline came after consecutive months of growth. The office said that pubs and hairdressers were badly hit as the service sector suffered, but some manufacturing and construction activity improved. And now to oil prices. Light crude is at $52.73 per barrel, while Brent crude is at $55.40 per barrel. And to the exchange rates now, from the CBN rates, we have $1 at 380 naira, €1 at 461 naira 78 kobo, and £1 at 518 naira 74 kobo. Now to the black market rates. $1 is at 475 naira, €1 580 naira, £1 642 naira. And that's the Pata Newsroom on 0818 017. I'm Mega. Thank you for listening.